Western sanctions only strengthen the Russian economy. The Kremlin has been trying to convince Russians of this for many years. Recently, the Ministry of Finance of the Federation reported that revenues from the oil and gas industry to the country's budget increased by 11% in November 2023.
Это ложь.
It is a lie. Lies because the bond of Russia, and Putin uses this bond very skillfully. If you don't lie, you can't live in this country and you cannot rule this country. And everyone lies. So don't believe that Russia's income and expenses are balanced. It is all unbalanced. At a press conference, Putin admitted that he was forced to resort to inflation, forced to print money in order to finance military and social spending.
Experts ask the question, with what period do Ministry of Finance officials compare revenues from fuel sales? Over the 11 months of 2023, writes the same Ministry of Finance, oil and gas budget revenues decreased by more than 23% compared to the same period in 2022. Simple calculations show that Ministry of Finance officials are falsifying the facts. But the truth is that restrictions on the Russian energy sector are working and the Federation's oil and gas revenues are rapidly declining.
This blow was very effective. The fall in Russian budget revenue was virtually catastrophic. If we take only the oil and gas sector, this is almost 50%. The fall in the budget as a whole was more than a third. In the first quarter of 2023, Russia actually ran out of the budget deficit that was planned for the year.
International organizations are also reporting problems in the Russian energy sector after the introduction of an oil price ceiling. Revenue from the sale of crude oil fell the most, followed by petroleum products.
Russian crude export prices declined sharply in November, with Urals falling below their $60 per barrel price cap on December 6. The lower prices and a 200 drop in oil shipments pushed November export revenues for crude and products down 17%, MOM to $15.2 billion, a level not seen since July 2023, from a message on the International Energy Agency website.
Diversification of oil supplies to India and China does not help the Kremlin either. The Reuters agency, citing sources close to the Central Bank of Russia, writes that India insists on paying for raw materials in rupees. These are unfavorable conditions for Moscow, experts say. The Russian Federation simply does not need that many rupees, since imports from India are insignificant.
The problems flared when India, which has become Russia's biggest buyer of seaborne oil since European customers retreated, insisted in July on paying in rupees, and the trading activity nearly fell apart, according to 3 sources familiar with the matter. These sources, who requested anonymity, said the Russian oil suppliers, who also could not be named because of the issue's sensitivity, could not do deals in Indian rupees because of informal guidance from the Russian Central Bank. It would not accept the currency. From Reuters.
Experts from the Center for Research on Energy and Clean Air confirmed that the income of the Russian energy sector is declining. In December 2023, the organization reported that Russia lost 34 billion euros in export revenue after the introduction of a ceiling on oil prices and a ban on its transportation by sea to EU countries. Reported by Diana Kolesnik, Larissa Zubenko, UATV News.